Monster Review.
Hello guys and gals, this is Astalos342, presenting to you a new series of mine, Monster Review. Now, this is not how to fight a monster. If you want to know how to fight a monster, I recommend checking out Monster Matchup by My Name is Gabe on YouTube. He goes into depth on how you can use your tips, tricks, and skills to fight a monster and beat it. This is not how to fight a monster. At all. This is just my personal thoughts and opinions. So, with that out of the way, I'd say we can just head right into this. Man, Raging Brachydios for me is a tough subject. My main deal with Raging Brachydios is when hunting him, I either have a great fun time with my friends and he's a joy to hunt, and the other majority of the time is I have a horrible, terrible, just failing quest, no good time with him. And there's really no in between. I either have a horrible time fighting him or I have a perfect time fighting him, and that's my deal with him. My main gripes are, 1, AoE attacks. He has a lot of AoE attacks, and AoE attacks in general are just not fun to deal with, so that's just something I don't like out of the gate. Another thing I don't enjoy is Blast Blight. Blast Blight is not fun at all, especially when you get a special version of Blast Blight where you have to roll even more and waste even more stamina to get rid of it. Now, Raging Brachydios is not all bad. There are a couple redeeming qualities that I do like about him, such as the theme. The music, which you're hearing in the background right now, is absolutely stunning, as all of the tracks are in Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter has some amazing soundtracks, and this is no exception. I really enjoy the vocals in the final stage part. What you're hearing right now is just the normal Brachydios theme, but that is not an exception either. It's great. Another thing I like about him is the just visuals. It is very, very, very much a spectacle of a fight, and it's very enjoyable from a sight point of view. The final stage in general is just an absolute spectacle, and seeing all of the fire and all of the slime on the ground, while it is basically infuriating, it is very pretty to look at. Now, on to the final stage, where things are going to get a lot more positive. Oh boy, the final stage. This, in my opinion, is a lot more enjoyable than the first stage of the fight. The first stage of the fight has so many just jumps and explosions and large attacks and so many hitboxes. It's absolutely infuriating. This is just a lot more manageable. Stage 2 is so much better in my opinion. It has little to no Blast Blight, which is a plus for me. It covers the ground in a lot of slime, and that's area denial, but in my opinion, area denial is not that bad, in my opinion. So I can deal with that, especially with the opening segment where he just punches the ground a shit ton and makes some walls that traps you in the arena with him. That is absolutely insane. Reminds me of Frontier. But, honestly, there are not many negatives to this. The only negatives I can see is how many times everyone else in my squad faints when he roars and all the explosions happen. That's just, well, a me problem. But other than that, the final stage is a lot better than the first stage. I tend to find myself enjoying it a lot more when the final stage comes around. And also the fact where you get to kill him, so. I would say my final opinion on Raging Brachydios is okay. Raging Brachydios is not horrible, not great, but tolerable to some extent. I hope you enjoyed episode 1 of Monster Review. Now, this is a new sort of recording style for me. I am really struggling with writing down these scripts perfectly enough, but as it is, I hope you enjoyed it, and expect to see more of this in the future, because I don't want to say it's filler, because it is still quality-ish content that I'm pumping out, but it is somewhat out of my comfort zone, so I will be making more of these, but maybe not a whole ton more. So, expect that.
But Astalos, I thought you were gonna make Hammerhead Bay Showcase Part 2!
Yeah, I'll get to that. But anyways, my name is Astalos342. Like and subscribe if you would like. Don't bother hitting the bell, I don't post that often. And I will see you next time. Peace.